we're hoping for Ugin today. So everyone send us your energy to open up an Ugin. Because Scott would really like him for decks and things. So that's what we're hoping for. I'm just hoping for anything cool and dragony. If we get enough of something that we think would be a cool deck, I would absolutely do that too. But thank you again to everyone who chipped in on Throne so we could pick up a box. I really appreciate it. I've been adding on to some of the pre-cons that we picked up, and if we have any good ones for that, I'll do that too. Alright. Scan here to discover the coolest cards with some cool art. And then these are all of the archetypes. So for this batch, we've got Abzan Endure, Jeskai Flurry, Sultai Renew, Mardu Mobilize, which we saw in Arena a little bit, Temur Harmonize, got Sacrifice for Orzhov, 2 spells for Izzet, counters for Golgari, Go Wide tokens for Boros, and Simic is Leaves the Graveyard. So there's the different colors and kind of ways to play them for this set. And we're just going to dive in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be smarter with it this time. We're going to take them out. And then I have box for trash. Be a little smarter this time. And then you guys can see where we're at too. Just leave those up here. Okay. But yes, give us your energies for Ugin. Has anyone else been playing some Tarkir? Anyone else opening up packs, playing with the precons, anything like that? This mat is from Tarkir also. This is the new monastery. I think it's Quarry Mountain Monastery. It was pretty and our store had it. These packs open really easily. Alright. We've got, I'll enhance, Abzan Devotee, a dog cleric. So you get to add white, black, or green, activate once per turn, or for 2 and a black, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can keep doing it. Nimi called the Spirit Dragon's dog. There's a lot of dogs in this set. I was surprised when we were playing in Arena. Piercing Exhale. As additional cost to cast a spell, you may behold a dragon. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to a target creature or planeswalker. If a dragon was beheld, surveil 2. If they open faster, you need to buy more to fill the same amount of time. Let's go the shout. There's our stag we were using the other day. I think I might go a little quicker just because we saw some of these in Arena the other day. But if there's anything really neat, we can slow down. Or if you guys want me to stop on any, let me know or go back. I'm happy to do that. This one has the cool Omen rule, so you can either cast it for this, for the spell, or this for the critter. Okay, do you guys want to see what Scott was vague booking about earlier? Because I think we do need him. Scott got this dice bag that's ridiculous. It's Ugin! Isn't he cute? My favorite part is his very evil goatee, which is just like a string. That's my favorite part, is his little string goatee. And then, just like Scott, yeah. Scott is Ugin. It does fit, you know, a few dice. If you do the smaller range, you get some more dice in there. But for like D20s, it does hit a little handful of dice. A little dragon string. He was at the store too, and he just had to go home. So then he clips to Scott's like game bag. Isn't it cute? Oh, he was cute. He sent me a picture from the store, and I'm like, "Are you getting him?" And he's like, "Yeah, I already bought him." I'm like, "Okay, good, because if you hadn't, you'd be going back for me." Is Scott also filled with D20s? Only one way to find him. like a piñata with dice. Cute with an evil goatee. That's our Scott. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got some spells. Lightfoot Technique. This one has a 1/1, gains flying and indestructible to end of turn. Pretty good. Delicious forbidden dice snacks. That's right. I'll still Scott. I love the art of this card. Monastery Messenger. So I did throw this into the precon. It's got Flying Vigilance. When this creature enters, put up to 1 target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard on top of your library. So bringing me some spells. So I did throw that in there. Got Frontline Rush to make some goblins. Did get an Opulent Palace. So this one you can tap for black, green, or blue. Has some cool art. It's so pretty. Just pretty art. There's a lot of really pretty art in this set. I mean, Magic's always got pretty art, but there's definitely a few where I'm like, whoa. Strategic Betrayal. So target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. We got a Naga Fleshcrafter. I haven't actually read this one. You have this creature enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. And then that renew, so coming back. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on target non-legendary creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn. That's pretty fun. The Opulent Palace art looks great. Tempted to upgrade that one. Oh, for the shrine. Yeah, that would be a good one for that. It's very pretty. Oh, what do we got here? Pyronation. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a hexproof counter and an indestructible counter on it. That's pretty nice. I don't know if that one's in the... I would assume it's not in the pre-con for the Abzan. I'll go ahead and throw a sleeve on it. Why not? That's pretty nice. Plus mythic. Sleeve. Alright, and then we got a shiny dragon. Scoured Baron, so red or I'm sorry, white or black. And then some art, which I don't remember the name of it. All Out Assault for some art. And that's all we got. First pack. No Ugin. No Ugin just yet. Still Ugin-y. Let's see what this pack's got. Ugin. Alright, we got a Jeskai Devotee, Orc Monk. He has Flurry, which a lot of the Jeskai has. So whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature gets a 1/1 until the end of turn. But you can also, for 1, you can add blue, red, or white. So if you need a specific color. Dragon's Prey is a destroy. Costs more to cast if it targets a dragon. Roamer's Routine, I used this a lot last night. Search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. But the nice part is Harmonize. So you may cast this card from your graveyard for its Harmonize cost. You may tap a creature you control to reduce it by X, where X is the power, then exile the spell. So this coming in like later in the game was pretty nice. Just keep adding land. Got a Humbling Elder. There is the big dog boy that we were playing the other day. When this creature enters, it endures 1. Endures is the other kind of mechanic they have within this set. So put a 1/1 counter on it or create a 1/1 white spirit creature token, depending on which way you're going. Boulderborn Dragon. Rebellious Strike is a 3/0 till end of turn and draw a card. Synchronized Charge. Distribute 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures you control. Creatures you control with counters on them gain Vigilance and Trample until the end of turn. Is nice for green. Jeskai Shrine Keeper. Oh, yep. So dragon, flying in haste. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you gain a life and draw a card. Got a Loxodon Battle Priest. Everyone needs an Elephant Cleric. Stalwart Successor. Whenever one or more counters are put on a creature you control, if it's the first time counters have been put on that creature, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. We got a Severance Priest. Getting a lot of the Abzan stuff. Death Touch. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, exile that card. When this creature leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner creates an XX white spirit creature token, where X is the mana value of the exiled card. It's kind of fun. Got the Temertani back. Windscarred Crag. And a Spirit. So that was our second pack. Again, no Ugin. Nugan. We go again. That's if I look up at the end of the stream and it's just Nugan, I'm gonna be really sad. We have a Nightblade Brigade. This one has Mobilize, which is the other thing that I was having to learn the other day. So when this creature attacks, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token. Sacrifice it at the beginning of next end step. So you get some critters attacking. When it enters, Veil 1. Snakeskin Veil is very good for green. Got some new art for this set. Dispelling Exhale is a counter unless the controller pays 2. If a dragon was beheld, counter that spell unless the controller plays 4. I won a game this last night. He used all of his mana to put something out, and I countered it. And I felt bad, but also I got more gems, so I felt good again. Here's hoping for Ugin! I want to get a booster box of the new Final Fantasy Magic Gathering set when it comes out. Prices, I'm being quoted, are pretty ridiculous. Final Fantasy, because of the demand, and also because it's a different IP, which tend to be a little higher anyway, it's kind of wild, yeah. Cheap protection spell, yes. Behold, a dragon. I do love this little guy. Little devoted duelist. Little goblin monk. That's good game design. Just behold, a dragon. New Evolving Wilds art. Dragonstorm Globe. Each dragon you control enters with additional 1/1 counter on it. And then add a mana of any color, so good for dragons. Rally the Monastery. This costs 2 less to cast if you cast another spell this turn. You can either create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. Create up to 2 target creatures you control, each get a 2/2 until the end of turn. Or destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. I think that's in my precon, and I'm going to keep it in there. Swingity Smoothie for coming for that Oogie. This one is, beginning of each combat, if you've cast 2 or more spells this turn, enchantment becomes a 3/3 monk creature with haste in addition to its other types until the end of turn. We got the Brushmaster, so double strike and then prowess. So a good one to just have in. Audacity's up, damn it. It's open twice in 1 week. Demon Alive Madness. You're banning chat, all of them? Oh, I didn't put him on the desk, though. That's why it hasn't happened. That's why we've Nukin. We need him here somewhere. Okay, now he's here to bless our pulls. I feel like I need to pull him in a little closer. Here. Bless our pulls, Ugin. You've gotten so complacent. I know I forget now. I got the Pert. I love this art style. Oh, this is even Wolf Skull Jack, which is an artist I follow. I didn't realize they had some in this one. But I love the showcase for these. Her art is always pretty. We have Herd Heirloom. 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Till the end of turn, target creature you control with power 4 or greater gains trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that's another good green. Another Boulderborn Dragon, but shiny this time. And a Jungle Hollow. And an Elephant. Ugin. Alright, next. That was the Ugin. I'm the Ugin. Okay, try again. Sandscatter Outrider, so some more goblins. Undergrowth Leopard. This is a good way to destroy artifacts and enchantments, which green likes to do. Durgar Island Dragon. For Omen, you can tap up to 1 target creature and draw a card. For the actual dragon, it's flying and ward 2. So whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or an ability opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 2. Look at all the pretty art. Got me tempted for Magic Final Fantasy. And I feel like if you wanted to try Magic, that might be a good time, JPEG. You can also, I will say, if you wanted to download Arena, is a good way to learn Magic and not have to spend monies. Unless you want to spend monies, that is an option. But it does a pretty good job of teaching like the basics if you wanted to look into it. You know, if you wanted to study before Final Fantasy. This one was fun. I used this one a few times last night. Wingspan Stride. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets a 1/1 and has flying. So I was giving some of those big elephant tokens flying last night and just being a menace. It was kind of fun. No, not in here, Panda. Never. Never. Alright, Storm Beacon Blade. Equipped creature gets a 3/0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, draw a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures. And I'll unequip 2. Got an Elephant Druid. When this creature enters, you may mill 3 cards. To tap, add an amount of green equal to this creature's power. Could get depending on the rest of your build. Could get pretty gross. Got the, don't know how to pronounce this. I'm not even gonna try. The art's very pretty though, and it's green, blue, red. Bivouac. Bivouac. I tried. Voice of Victory. Human Bard. Mobilize 2. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. I'll go ahead and sleeve that since that's one of the fancy arts. Is that the one you were wanting, Scott? Set that aside with that other one we got. Oh, we have 2 of them. Okay. Just kidding. I will go ahead and sleeve the Fancy Village, though. Kirschla Village, so enters tapped unless you control an island or a swamp. You can tap green. For 3 green and tap. Surveil 2. So, good to have. And then a regular old Swiftwater Cliffs. And then a warrior and a goblin. Lots of people want that one, yeah. I just couldn't remember if Scott needed it. Cool.
Nope.
Oh, there it is. Nope. Now I'm getting it from Slam and Panda. Nope. We're opening the token that I also really love. Like, this art is just beautiful. Look at this monk art. It's so pretty. I think just like all of the Jeskai stuff in general, I just really like. I mean, it's got the pretty monk, so maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the Ugin. Alright, we got Twin Bolt. 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Another Dog Cleric. Another Goblin Soldier. Another Snakeskin Veil. We haven't seen this one yet. This is the Jadecast Sentinel. Has reach. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Got another Dragon. For Omen, discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. He's got Flying and Haste, and for 1 in red, this creature gets a 1/0 until the end of turn. Oh, the fun suplex card, Knockout Maneuver. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls, which is always nice. I also wish it didn't have the voice didn't have the combo line. It fits so well in this deck I'm building, just being cheap, mono white cheap with Mobilize 2. The other line makes it too expensive. That's fair. Alright, Salt Road Skirmish. I don't think I know this one. Destroy target creature. Create 2 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. They gain haste till the end of turn. Sacrifice on the beginning of next end step. Oh yeah, for Mardu that makes sense. Auroral Procession. Turn target card from your graveyard to your hand. Bone Cairn Butcher. Also has Mobilize 2. Attacking tokens you control have Death Touch. I ran into some of that last night. It was nasty. Nature's Rhythm. I'll go ahead and sleeve that one. I think I might keep this one actually if I didn't already. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less. Put it into the battlefield and then shuffle. You can harmonize this, so you can just keep pulling out critters, which as a green girl, I do love. I just don't remember if I held one back the other day or not. If not, I'll keep that. We had a Red Yeti in chat earlier. Here is a Red Yeti. Has reach. When the creature enters, target creature can't block this turn. It did work at my release event, I can imagine, yeah. Alright, and then a Tranquil Cove. And then the other side of the monk is the copy.
Nope.
No, Panda, no. The saddest bits. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. The saddest bits to accept. Thank you. Yeah, Bone Cairn was good in the decks that I saw him in. Yeah. To fulfill my gambling addiction, I would get a booster box. If you're doing Final Fantasy, yeah, you would go for a booster box. And then you can sit here and open packs like I am. This one, you got a good feeling? I hope so. I hope so. If the pretty monk didn't do it, I don't know what else is gonna do it. But it'll be, what was it? Emrakul was like the second to last. Maybe we're just going in the wrong order here. Alright. If you really hate money and want to gamble, that's true, the collector's boosters. The collector's boosters where you get all the really shiny fancy rares. But there's some money. Alright. Cruel Truth, surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Sagu Wildling, he was also doing work for me last night. So for Omen, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So that also gets shuffled in, so you can do it again. And then when he comes out, he's got flying, and when he enters, you gain 3 life. So he was helping me out last night. Highspire Bell Ringer. Now the second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. So good if you're doing the Jeskai with copying spells and things. Tempest Hawk is fun because a deck can have any number of cards named Tempest Hawk. Now this creature deals combat damage to a player. You may search your library for a card named Tempest Hawk, reveal it, put in your hand, and then shuffle. So if you just want a million billion birds, that's your boy. Underfoot Underdogs, got some little goblins. Caustic Exhale. Target creature gets a -3/-3 until the end of turn. Watcher of the Wayside. This creature enters, target player mills 2 cards, and you gain 2 life. Got another of the 3-color Nomad Outpost. It's also very pretty art. Tarkir Dragonstorm. When this enters, draw 2 cards and then discard a card. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its hand. So these kind of bounce back as dragons come out, which is kind of fun. So then you get to keep playing them. Sage of the Fang. This creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. A commander deck, if you want to play straight away. Yeah, so commander decks are going to be a little different than standard. We play commander, JPIC is what we play. And basically what a commander deck is it's 100 cards. And you have no duplicates except for your basic lands. So that means you're not having to stack like 4 of the most powerful card. And it tends to be a little bit more social. But yeah, you would have, if you wanted to guarantee you got certain things, that would be a good place. And then we have more fun playing it because it's a little bit more of the like social side. Most of my friends play Commander. That would be a good place to start, JPIC, for sure. If you're playing with them, I would go a Commander deck. Whichever one you like the best. If you have any questions about like the color combos, let us know. Like how they play and things. We can help with that too. Alright, we've got War Effort. Creatures you control get a 1/0. When you attack, create a 1/1 red warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice at the beginning of next end step. Got a Road Watcher, more Abzan. When this creature enters, if you cast it, mill 4 cards. When you do, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty good. Got a Pack Beast, an Island, and a Ugin. Would you go with 14's Commander deck, JPIC? I don't know how much you've looked at them. Which I guess I should also say, for those who were playing in the Discord, I went ahead and killed the Discord event because honestly it was only happening when we were posting anyway, so it seemed silly to keep the event. But if anyone does want to play on Spell Table, it doesn't have to be a Thursday. You can post up in the tabletop, and if I'm around, I'll hop in. It just seems silly to keep it when it was mostly just us posting when we were available anyway. So I killed it. That's where it went. But if you guys still want to play, if we're able to hop in, we will. All right, we got a Crocodile. These, this and the Traveling something were doing some work for me last night. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. If you don't, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Riverwalk. Owner of target non-land permanent puts on their choice at the top or bottom of their library, or counter target non-creature spell. Have they really done anything about the contents of the decks, except for the leader card? Not just yet. So we'll get full deck lists when it gets a little bit closer. There was a leak for some of the stuff in the like booster packs. I think it's the starter set got leaked. If you go in the Discord, it's the one where all the cards are in like Spanish. So you can see some like Grahatia's in there and a couple things. The Suplexing of Trains in there. So if you want to look through those, but they haven't shown the full commander list yet. Okay, got the Night Watch. When those creature enters, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards back on top of your library, put the rest in your graveyard. Another Boulderborn Dragon. The boy is ever. Oh, I haven't seen this. We have a Kirin, Sunpearl Kirin. Flash, flying. This creature enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If this was a token, draw a card. Hadn't seen that one. Wasn't getting used in what I was playing. Veteran Ice Climber has Vigilance, can't be blocked. When this creature attacks, up to 1 target player mills cards equal to that creature's power. Tomb Guard. Sonic Shrieker looks really cool. Interesting effect, yeah. If you've got a deck where you're milling a bunch, it would be a good one to have. This creature enters, it deals 2 damage to any target, you gain 2 life. If players dealt damage this way, they discard a card. Big Bork indeed. Panda, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. We got another special land that I'm going to go ahead and put in a sleeve. So this one enters tapped unless you control a forest or a plains. You can add a black or 1 in a black. Exile a creature card from your graveyard to create a 1/1 white spirit creature token. So another fancy land for us. We have Iridescent Tiger, a Bloodfell Caves, and an art card. What have we got here? So just plains? Yep. One of the plains. Panda, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Alright, next up. Oh, Pretty Monk again. Maybe? Maybe? Alright. Bear of Glory. Got another little monk. Another Evolving Wilds. 7 times Ugin. We're getting there. He's got to be in here somewhere. I'm going to go a little quicker now that we've read more of these. I don't think I read this one earlier. Heritage Reclamation. You can either destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard, or draw a card. 2 Ugins in this box, you think? Alright, Embermouth Sentinel. As creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle, put that card on top. If you control a dragon, put that card onto the battlefield tapped instead. The Twugin. Oh, Fred says, I fixed my Switch without needing the new cable. Well, even better. Look at that. I mean, you could keep the cable, just in case. Yeah, the Heritage Reclaim's really nice. That's, oh. Green usually gets kind of a card like that in the set, so that's the one for this one. It's a very good one. Alright, needs to rebuff. Return target creature to its owner's hand, and you can harmonize it. Corroding Dragonstorm. So this is one of those enchantments you can bounce. When this enchantment enters, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Surveil 2. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. So you can keep putting that out. Static Snare is good, so I skipped over it. It costs 1 less for each attacking creature. This enchantment enters, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. So that's kind of like how green usually gets a card like this. White usually gets a cards like this. And that's theirs for this set. Sage of the Skies. When you cast a spell, if you cast another spell this turn, copy this spell. Has flying and lifelink. Sadie's in here with me. Here to bless our pulls. Got a shiny Rakshasa. Windsguard Crag. And then a bird or a monk. Really easy to get the cost down with the mobilize. Yeah, that makes sense too. Alright. Next. Again. Still waiting for our Twugin. Burb. Butts is just here for the burbs. Alright, we have this horrific thing. This is the Crotic Nest Guard. has Defender. For 2 and a green, this creature can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender. So now is Attacker. Temur Devotee, so a cheap Defender with green, blue, or red. The Sun Shield. This creature enters exile to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Or you can tap a target creature. Molten Exhale does 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker with the dragon beholding. Worthy costs. As additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature to exile a target creature or planeswalker. Has a nest, must be burb. More burbs. That's Butts' favorite burb. Sagu Pummeler has Rage. For Renew, 4 and green, exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters and a reach counter on target creature. Activate only as sorcery. That's weird. Apparently the speaker is meant to push down, on the cable. Interesting. Got some pack beasts that also have Mobilize. It's a Karakit Guardian. Got Flying, Vigilance, and Trample. This creature has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet, it gets hexproof. It's interesting. Condition there. Alchemist Assistance. Another Dragonstorm. So this one, when it enters, search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner hand. So really, really good for ramp. Travels in a pack. Bird. Monkey. Bird. Had an argument with a coworker about bird equals dinosaur. So you get to block or attack with it at least once. With the Guardian, yeah. We did it. Look at that. Look at that. We got one. Hell yeah. And then let me sleeve them, and then I'll show you why we wanted one. We Ugin. We did it. Yay. Alright. When you cast a spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Yes, we did it. Thank you. Thank you. Ugin's bowing. For 2, you gain 3 life and draw a card. You can add 3 colorless mana. For -11, search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards, exile them, and then shuffle. Until the end of turn, you may cast those cards without paying their mana cost.
Rock on, freaky bro. Yeah.
Panda, thank you so much for the stickers. I appreciate it. Legendary Bird Ugin. Yep. Jesse, welcome back. We pulled him. We got an Ugin. Scott is happy, but not that happy. He wants a specific one, but he at least has one to put into the deck. Panda, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate it. Colors deck, then get him to 11. It's gonna burn the board pretty much. Yep. Well, cool. We did it. I got one. Takes a lot of the pressure off the rest of this here. He needs the serialized 1 out of 500. The Dragon Scale foil is really pretty, if you guys haven't seen that. It's very pretty. Unsay's Exhale. Deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If a dragon was beheld, you gain 2 life. And shiny. Dismal Backwater is also very pretty. And then Spirits. Do you remember what the price of the 14 Commander deck was in dollars? I don't, because we were bad and we did the full set. Chat, do you guys know what the 14 Commander deck should be? $1.75. I can imagine they're already marked up. I think that's the other thing is there's like the Commander deck, and then there's also like the Collector's Commander deck that are going to be like way pricey JPEG. So try to avoid the Collector one as well. But there are 2 different printings of them. Alright, Delta Bloodflies. This creature attacks if you control a creature with a counter on it. Each opponent loses a life. Put that into my Lord of Pain deck. Yes, it's more pain. Alright, Sultai Devotee. So Death Touch, and then in black, green, or blue. Bloodbirds, yep. Zombie Snake Druid Bird. I'm pretty sure they just didn't have room, but they just didn't have room. We got a big serpent. We got our Pack Beast and regular. Wild Ride, as target creature gets a 3/0 and gains haste until the end of turn, with Harmonize on it as well. Zibsig Appraiser. This creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 in your hand and 1 in the graveyard. A Zombie Advisor. Where do I get this title? What is Snake if not Flightless Bird? Agreed. Unburied Earth Carver. This thing did so much work for me. Alright, this is Mammoth Bellow, which you do need a fair amount of mana to get started. But create a 5/5 green elephant creature token. The real fun is because you're ramping with Timur, is you can harmonize it, and you can just keep casting elephants. And I did last night. I just kept casting elephants, and it was kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I saw a few for 125 euros already. Amazon is Terra at 70, so I believe that was MSRP. And I did! Alright, Rite of Renewal. Return up to 2 target permanent... Let me start over. Up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Target player shuffles up to 4 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Exile Rite of Renewal. Interesting. We got the little jerk. We got Fleeting Effigy. He has haste. Beginning of your end step, return this creature to owner's hand. So you just throw him out with haste. I was starting to do more of this. So for 2 and a red, gets a 2/0 till the end of turn. And you just keep yeeting him at your opponent. It's great. Ooh, I was kind of looking forward to this one. The other decks are cheaper. I guess people just love Cat Girls. I could see that one being the biggie with how many people 14 have playing it. Then those are the Legless Lizards. You're basically Ishtola is Bay. It's true. It's true. Alright, we got the Eshki Dragonclaw. We have Vigilance, Trample, Ward 1. Beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast both a creature spell and a non-creature spell this turn, draw a card and put 2 1/1 counters on Eshki Dragonclaw. Let me go ahead and see that one for myself. Because I was looking at this one. I don't know if I'm going to put it in, but I was looking at it. And a new way forward. Very nice. Okay, new way forward. Next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. When damage is prevented this way, new way forward deals that much damage to the source's controller, and you draw that many cards. So that one's also very fun. I put that into the pre-con because it was not in there already. Go ahead and put that aside. If you pull another Ugin land, set this aside too. Oh, yeah. Okay. Riverwalk Technique, but shiny, Rugged Highlands, and a Warrior and Dragon. Yeah, I know which one you mean. I think it's like Haven of the Spirit Dragon, something like that. We'll take a look here. Scott's like, good, you got one of my cards, now get the other one. Got our Crocodile. We're getting into mostly repeats at this point. I think I read this one. Reigning Victor has Mobilize. This creature enters, target creature gets a 1/0 and gains Indestructible until the end of turn. There's the pretty Strike Master. So for a tap, you can add red, 2 in red, sacrifice this creature, and deal 6 damage to target creature with flying. Effortless Master, I love this card. Vigilance, Menace. This creature enters with 2 1/1 counters on it if you've cast 2 or more spells this turn. Which is kind of the big thing if you're going for Izzet or Jeskai. There's lots and lots of spells. Descendant of Storms. When this creature attacks, you may pay 1 in white. If you do, it endures 1. We got a Karu Goldkeeper. Flying, whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn, create a treasure token. It can renew, exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters, and a flying counter on target creature, activate a sorcery. A Rani. Pretty. Pretty. Feels like power levels have creeped since I last paid attention. A 2/2 for 1 with ability seems very strong. Wait, is it or isn't it? Sorry, I feel like I missed something, but I got excited about Dragon. Got a pretty dragon. This is a bird. This is definitely a bird. Spirit bird. It's got flying, protection from black and white. When your enemy enters, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control, which is fun. You're the dragon. The P unending. This is, I put the one that was in the precon into my Dragon deck. It's very good. Now we have another. Ice Rage Serpent and shiny. What's that? Why does this card feel thicker? I guess it just is. Okay. Tranquil Cove. I think I'm going to swap out some of my lands in my other decks for these really pretty, especially like the Jeskai where it has more of the kind of Japanese aesthetic. Oh, it was a joke about is it? Okay, sorry. I missed it. Is it or isn't it? I want you to know, Butts, that I kept thinking about your armies and sleeveys the other day. Like, it just kept popping into my brain. I think because I was sleeving cards, and I'm like, oh yeah, put it in your sleeveys. Not a great one, but what are you going to do? I still appreciate it. All right. Again, I'm going to go quicker now that we've read a lot of these. We haven't read this one, though. Unending Whisper, which is some pretty art. Draw a card, and then you can harmonize it. So just, yeah, if you need card draw. It's 5 in blue, so if you've got it in something like Simic, pretty easy to keep drawing cards. We've got the Earth Carver, Elephant Druid. He's got Reach. When this creature enters, it endures 3, so tokens or spirits. Runescale Stormbrood. For Omen is Chilling Screech. Counter target spell with mana value 2 or less. For the Dragon, has Flying. When you cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell, this creature gets a 2/0 until the end of turn. Oh my goodness, Titan, thank you so much for that sub for 15 months of support. I did see they're releasing new drop pods. What do you think? Welcome on in. We are opening up some Tarkir boosters. We did get the boy. We got the boy we were hoping for. We got us an Ugin. And I'm pretty excited we got a Urani. So, got that. Got Ashky Dragonclaw's also pretty cool. I need to find somewhere else to put her. I have found that I really like blue-green. It's just a fun color combo. Is Alive in Madness livid? We were talking a bit. We were hoping that no one gives them crap for playing the old ones. Live Madness is in here, though. Lurking. Duty Beyond Death. I don't actually know this one. It's additional cost to cast a spell. Sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's pretty nice. Yanni Ugin, that's right. Oh, we repaint Ugin. They probably aren't that different. They look like they're a little bit bigger, and then the doors staying out. They've got, like, the rocks around it, too. But, okay, we got one of the Sieges. This was... Scott showed me this. So this one has... When it enters, you choose Mardu or Jeskai. So Mardu, if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of the permanent you control to trigger, triggers an additional time. Jeskai, beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. Gains lifelink and haste till the end of turn. The two that are on the card are the two fighting in the art. And, like, I feel like that's really obvious, but I didn't notice it when I was learning cards. But it was kind of neat that that's the forces fighting there. Okay, then. You want someone on already painted old drop pod sign we can discuss. Oh. Let you guys talk. We have an Ambling Storm Shell. Big Turtle. Has Ward 2. Whenever this creature attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap this creature. That was... We did see this in Arena. I was like, how many turtles are there? How many turtles? I'm going to see the old one next to the new one. It can't be that bad, right? I'm trying to, like, think when you would see that. I guess it would just be if one gets leaked, right? This card only has Mardu. Who would use that for Jeskai? Not for goblins. Not really, no. If it had monks, though, maybe. Monks with the prowess. Boots with the fur. Alright. Let's see what we got here. We're still looking for that land for Scott, but I feel like some of the pressure is off. 10 Ugin, 1 Ugin. Thank you for the count, Slam. I appreciate it. Our scoreboard has been updated. Wouldn't be too much bigger. Yeah, I feel like it'd be slightly bigger. I'd say Elspeth would also be cool. I didn't know. I guess her regular would be in here, right? At this point, we have seen... this one's new. Aggressive Negotiations. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land card from it. Exile that card. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. You're welcome, Ugin. Thank you, Ugin, for keeping up with it. There is, we saw the regular one earlier, but we got a showcase of Riling Dawnbreaker. So for Omen, is create a 2/2 white soldier creature token, flying in Vigilance for the dragon itself. Beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets a 1/0 until the end of turn. Another Kishla Village. I'll go ahead and throw a sleeve on that. Check out Arena and Learning. You also have to buy... You don't have to. You also have to buy digital card packs. No, you can get coins. There's wild cards in the system. You don't have to buy anything. Sometimes I'm extra and I like to get the little pass for, like the Mastery Pass, but you don't have to. Alright, we got Dragonback Assault, which I went ahead and threw into a sleeve. This enchantment enters. It deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, and it has landfall, which is my favorite mechanic. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. It doing damage to literally everything makes that rough, but that's fun, and it's got landfall. It's a lot slower if you don't buy packs. I think if you do your quests every day, you still get it at a fair amount. Because then you progress and you can do drafts to get cards too. You don't have to spend money though. I'm saying not bird. 1 Ugin, 11 Ugin. The order has changed. I know, Slam may be optimistic. Alright. This one I think is new. Kindry Nurturer. Lifelink. This creature enters and endures 1. So the counters are a spirit again. Champion of Dusan has Trample, which is nice for a cheaper critter here. For Renew, 1 and a green, exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter and Trample counter on a target creature. Activate only a sorcery. That's pretty nice. He was in a few games last night, but he didn't last long enough for me to actually see someone use that. So that's cool. He wasn't in the stuff I pulled, but... another Monk with Flurry. Fire Rim Form. Enchant creature in this or enters. Enchanted creature gains first strike until the end of turn. Gets a 2/0. Have I showed you all my Birds of North America book? I don't think so. I saw a bird the other day and I looked up. Oh, are mourning doves more rare there? We have mourning doves all over the place here. I can actually hear one right now. I need help. I just built a Fellowfire the Steadfast deck. I don't even have the cards yet. I already bought the cards, so I could ever get my deck. I mean, it sounds like you're doing just what we do, so I think you're good. Fire Rim forms when you eat too much spicy food. I don't want to see that card art. Thank you, Slam. Thank you. No, thank you. A Sinkhole Surveyor. It's got flying bird, actual bird. Ishtola's been pre-ordered. Let's go, JPIC. If you have any questions, please let us know. We're happy to help. As we've been getting back into it, it's been really fun to learn, so let us know. I think I'm still going to point you toward Arena to learn JPIC and go through the tutorial. Don't be insane. Surveyors aren't birds. Whatever it is. It's got flying. When it attacks, you lose a life, and this creature endures 1. A lot of enduring. I don't know if they're rare, but being able to identify from the book was exciting. That is exciting. I'm glad, Butts. I'm glad you could discern burb. Is the Final Fantasy Magic Gathering on pre-sale? Yes. Well, depending on where you're going. But yeah, it's on pre-orders. We've got far too much stuff on pre-order for it. Okay, I'm running out of room in my box. Alright, trying again. This was the other one I was trying to remember earlier. So the Trader Envoy. This creature enters draw a card if you control a creature with a counter on it. If you don't draw a card this way, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Make sure you can do it next time. Focus the Mind is card draw. Oh, the deck list Titan? Is that what you're... Yeah, we don't have that yet. There was some leaks for the starter pack, but that's all that we've seen so far. Bird, pay attention. Another Heritage Reclamation. Monument for Sultai. Formation Breaker. Creatures with power less than this creature's power. Oh, it can't block it. As long as you control a creature with a counter on it, this creature gets a 1/2. We have a Snake Wizard. When this creature enters, tap target creature an opponent controls, put a stun counter on it. Or you can renew. I was doing the renew the other night. Exile this card from your graveyard, tap target creature an opponent controls, put a stun counter on it. Activate only as sorcery. Quarry Mountain Stalwart. Monk with Flurry. When you cast your second spell each turn, this creature does 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. So fun for Commander. Ooh, the Battle Crier. Let's go. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. So, all those big critters, if you've already got some big critters out, makes that cheaper. Trying to remember if I've got one sitting. I don't think so. Starter pack's a good deal, though. I'd be interested in what's in it. Gonna get my kids into Magic the Gathering. Let's go. And then we've got, is it Max Jasper? Yeah, for an art card. Yeah, like 5/5 elements, for example. Just an example. Oh, Bolt Gun's on sale for the Switch? I thought Bolt Gun was okay. I think if you like the old Doom shooters, it's definitely worth a pickup. Especially on a sale. The little like Easter eggs throughout it are fun. But the Battle Cry, oh, into the Swarmlord too. Oh, Terranid deck, you say. I'm trying to decide if I want to upgrade my Tyranid deck. I think I'll just leave it. $15. I think that makes sense for Bolt Gun. Oh, got another burp. Burp. Pretty burp. Dragonclaw Strike. Oh, yeah. Double the power and toughness of target creature you control until the end of turn. Then it fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Yeah. You guys tell I like Simic and Temur. Don't play the Swarmlord. I've only played it once. We played it at Adepticon because I found it at Adepticon. So I need to play it some more. That's some pretty art for Snick. I played a lot of Wolfenstein Doomquake as a kid. Might wait for like $10. I think, yeah. If you're not like really gunning to play it right at the moment. Fanekeeper's Familiar. Has Flash. When it enters, choose 1. You gain 3 life and surveil 3. You can destroy target enchantment or counter target creature spell. That's pretty good. I need to try the Sultai deck. I think I would like it. Oh, and a pretty land. Or sorry, enchantment. It's one of the sieges. The sieges are fun with the art because it's like at the table and they've got like the little armies that they're moving around the map. So for the full art, they all have the little armies on there. I gotta finish Pokemon and now Wavetail. What is Wavetail, Butts? Tell me more. I'm not familiar with Wavetail. Alright. Some cool stuff in that one. Next. 1 Ugin, 14 Nugins, and still no Elspeth? I don't remember. When she comes up, we'll figure it out. Sarkhan's Resolve, another good green. Got a Rogue. Has Renew, 3 and a blue. Exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Activate only a sorcery. Lancer, Devotee, the Sentinel, the Yeti. Dragonstorm back up. Oh, back-to-back Dragonstorm. The red one, when it enters, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast it without paying its mana cost if the spell's mana value is 8 or less. If you don't, put the card into your hand. Then when you dragon you control enters, return the enchantment to owner's hand. Sandstep Citadel. So most is a platform with some fancy movement dressing, but you like surf across the water. I bought it for me, but Mini Putz has taken over. I'm glad. That looks like a Fire Rim Storm. You think so? Does a little bit. All right, we got Tursa Light Shatter, Orc Wizard. When Tursa Light Shatter enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Whenever they attack, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play that card this turn. It's interesting. More pretty land. And yeah. That's right. Wizard. Alright, next. Those counts going the wrong way. Real monkey paw moment. I wish I had a kid who liked video games. Well, that's okay when the new Switch comes out. Then you get a Switch back. Alright, we got Meticulous Artisan. Has prowess. When it enters, create a treasure token. And then we hope for the best. Oh, we got 2. Another Dragonstorm. Oh, a Skirmish Rhino. Has trample. This creature enters. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. So that's fun. Blizzard. United Battlefront. Look up the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Oh, we got the Reliquary Dragon. And a regular dragon. Alright. Love the Skirmish Rhino. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Number go up. I feel like when I edit this video to throw it on YouTube, I need to put the count on. Oh, more Fire Rim form just for Slam. I like Tawny back. I don't think this other card actually exists that Scott wants. Oh, we got the Hydra, Warden of the Grove. Beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X. X is the number of counters on this creature. So you can just keep putting counters. Maybe, you know, a doubling season or something in there. That's pretty gross. I'll go ahead and sleeve that one. Whenever whenever my group's just really tired of me, I'm going to make an all Hydra deck. Okay, this is why I'm excited, chat. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana costs. Yay! Yay! That's a good card. I have one in my Dragon. Now we got another one. Hell yeah. That's why I got excited. 6-headed bird. Unlimited bird works, that's right. Alright. Ah, just like a dragon spell deck. Just throw that with like omniscience. I am the bird of my bird. Oh. Next. Let's see what craziness is in here. Dracogenesis was a good pull. Okay. Dragon Spray. Big Dog. Night Watch. Drawers. Tactician. Tiger. Lion. Wait. Return target creature from your graveyard to the hand. Flying White deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. That's pretty nice. Got a Flamehold Grappler. This one's pretty good as well. Has first strike. When this creature enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn when you cast it. You may choose new targets for the copy. If you're playing Jeskai, it's very good. I've got one in the pre-con I'm upgrading. Got a Shiny Monk and a Thornwood Falls. And then a Zombie Druid and a Treasure. But Warden of the Grove in my Tyranid deck. Better than Master Biomancer. Next. Put trash over here. Another Tempest Hawk. We're on our way to a Tempest Hawk deck. Exhale. Big Bug. Reigning Victor again. A little Skimmer. Whenever a card leaves your graveyard during your turn, draw a card. This ability triggers only once per turn. There we go. Got the Essence Anchor with the art that Noob loves. Revival of the Ancestors. So we've got a Saga. Create 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens. At 2, distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. Creatures you control gain trample and lifelink until the end of turn. That's pretty good. Go ahead and throw that in the sleeve. We also got Winter Night Stories. Sorcery, draw 3 cards, and discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. So some good card draw in blue there. Throw some sleeves on those. Those are nice. It's really good Saga. Helps me with pre-release games. Put it into Tom Bombadil. Yeah, that's pretty good. Amazon's got some pretty nuts stuff from this release. Ooh, Dragonologist too. Dang, I need more sleeves. The shiny purple sleeve. Thank you, man. When this creature enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant, sorcery, or dragon card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Untapped dragons you control have hexproof. So also pretty good. And then caves and another reliquary dragon. Burbsy. I hate it, Butts. I hate it. Draco Nuke, thank you. We're doing it. We're doing it. Professional card pulling here. All right, we're not gonna pull that angel thing for Scott. I'm not feeling it. Like I hope I'm wrong. Oh, Riverwheel Sweep. Tap target creature, put 3 stun counters on it. Exile top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them. Till the end of your next turn, you may play that card. I don't remember if this is in my... I'm going to wait for now. I don't know if it's in that deck or not. Got the little botanist again. Ooh, I'm going to steal this one. It's the same one we just read, the Dragonologist, but the showcase version, which I may put into the deck I stole it for. It's very pretty in the showcase. Yoink! Very pretty. Blossoming Sands and more spirits. Okay. Next. We've got how many more chances? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go again. Another first lamp. Citadel. Tactician. Did get an Anafenza. Flash, first strike. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Anafenza endures 2, which is the counters or the spirits. And that was kind of our hit from that one. I'll go ahead and throw a sleeve on. Next. I know it's going so fast. Liam's going to have to The count is increasing as we hit more duplicate cards and I'm not reading as much. Okay. She's got to be in here somewhere. She's got to be in here. Armament Dragon. I do love this card. And I don't think I have one yet. Once a creature enters, exile the top card of your library. Till the end of your next turn, you may play that card. And then he's also got Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature gains double strike until the end of turn. He's not a crazy card, but I did want him. I like the art a lot. He's very cute. So I'm going to sleeve him. I'll put him in something. He needs a home. I can barely keep Upkin. Oh, yeah, this one was also Dragonstorm Forecaster. For 2 and tap, search your library for a card named Dragonstorm Globe or Boulderborn Dragon. Reveal it, shuffle it into your hand, and then shuffle. So if you really need the globe, if you need your orb. Oh, we have Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. To tap, sacrifice a creature you control with mana value X other than Sidisi. Return target creature card with mana value X +1 from the graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as sorcery. Pretty nasty. Into a sleep with you. Pretty nasty. Yeah, I really need to try the Sultai deck. The green, black, blue deck. I bet some of that I should keep until I get to play it. I think I'd like it. And then some pretty art. What is this? Oh, it's the Bloomvine Regent. Which I think also has land search on the actual card. Alright, next. We have not pulled that other land. We have not pulled Angel Lady. I feel like I'm getting everything else, though. Defibrillating Current deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain 2 life. Dragonbrood's Relic. Tap. To tap an untapped creature you control, add a mana of any color. For 3 in Wooburg, sacrifice this artifact. Create a 4/4 dragon creature token name. Oh, that's where the Reliquary Dragon comes from. It's all colors. It has flying, lifelink, and when this token enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. Activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. So the dragon comes from an artifact. Corey Steel Cutter. Equipped creature as a 1/1 has trample and haste. If you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess, and you can attach this equipment to it. The blade again. Barons. That's it. The Steel Cutter. I was trying to think what I would put it with. Because I was kind of thinking, I kind of paused because I'm like building a samurai deck, which would have equipment. The monk part was throwing me for a second. Gonna go ahead and, I don't know for commander, oh, but for standard. Yeah, standard, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sorry, I only play like standard and arena, so. When I'm going through cards, I'm thinking commander. I could see for standard that being pretty gross, so yeah. Yeah, so Wolfsark, I actually have I sell on TCG for the stuff that we don't use, so it'll go through the recycle for something we want. Or trade it. I'm sure someone at the shop would want it. Oh, come on. She's gotta be in here somewhere. Dragonback Assault again. We did have this earlier. I'm gonna have it and sleeve it as well, but we had the fancy art earlier. And the Sun Shield is shiny. We got a full art mountain. So the other set of lands from these are where it has the Dragon Shadow, which is kind of fun. Alright, we got, what, 4 more? Not feeling great. Give us the land. Give us the angel lady. I'll take that, though. Glacial Dragon Hunt. Draw a card when you discard, and then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Glacial Dragon Hunt deals 3 damage to target creature, and you can harmonize it. Magmatic Hellkite. What do you do? Once creature enters, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Okay, so land destruction. Its controller searches library for a basic land card, puts it on the battlefield tapped with a stun counter, and then shuffles. I'll grab it for sleeving, but... Alright. No land or angel Ugin. This pack's gonna have all of them. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the land with an Ugin and Angel Lady that I keep forgetting the name of. They're just at the back, chat. Don't worry. They're just at the back. Rakshas's Bargain. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand, the rest onto the graveyard. Perp Queen. I don't think we've got this guy. Unsparing Boltcaster. This creature enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. So throwing it in at the end. Fun. Dragon Sniper. Inevitable Defeat. The spell can't be countered. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Very good card. Ooh, we got a Tigan. I did throw him into my Jeskai deck. Has Flurry. When you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. Suspend, at the beginning of owner's upkeep, they remove a time counter. When the last is removed, they may play it without paying its mana cost. If it's a creature, it has haste. He's very good. I must leave him as well. I have a showcase version of him, but very fun. And then the Cliffs and a Soldier. Okay. 2 more. Oh. Please. If not, then yeah, I have a lot of work to do, so we can pick up one. Nope. I do love the art of the little merchant, though. I feel like I'm scrolling past him too quickly. It's very cute. Big turtle. Teeming Dragonstorm. This is the white version of the enchantments. So when the enchantment enters, create 2 white soldier creature tokens. A dragon you control enters, return it to hand. Got a Boulderborn Dragon. Gotten like 20 of that little dude. Got a Thunder of Unity. For 1, you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. But then for 2 and 3, whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Got the Rogue again, but shiny. And Spirit. Alright. I got one more. This is the one that's loaded. I just had the wrong one. I just had the wrong one. Obviously. One of my draft packs last night had 2 of the Maelstrom in the same pack. So it was like my time to pick, and it was like, oh, which one do I want? It was the same draft that I got Ugin first pulled. It's not the one we want. Nice climber. Ooh, a fancy herd heirloom. That's cool. So last one, again, was tapped out a mana of any color. Cast it to cast a creature spell. And then, till end of turn, target creature you control with power 4 or greater gains trample. Whenever this creature card deals combat damage to a player, draw a card to get the fancy one. Exhale, Backwater, and pretty art for what was this called again? Unending Whisper. We did try. This was a good attempt. I think we're missing a pack in that count, because I think it's supposed to be 30, but we did get a Ugin, and that's the part that matters. Let me sleeve these other ones that I didn't take time to sleeve. But we'll go through what we got. We still got some cool stuff. And we got one of the things we wanted. So let's take a look here. Alright. Oh, the spirits, I'll have to see, I was going to check with the precons too to see if we needed to throw some in there. Okay, you stay there, Ugin. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Winston packed the suit. Oh, we got the super fancy, that's what Scott wants. So, I think my job is to see if I can do that. Alright, we got Tygan, which I'm excited for. Got a Dragonback Assault. Oh, let me back up here. Whoop. Other way. Oh, with the sleeves, I can't read them. Oh, well. Well, we got the Steel Cutter, which maybe we trade that toward an Ugin. Maybe that'll help us out. It's the DC, probably, if it doesn't go into the Precon. Probably be good. I got the little, our little, like, Sheepa fox dude. Very cute. May work him in. Because he's got Flurry. He could go into the, like, monk spellcasting deck I've got. Got an Anafenza. We got a pretty Dragonologist, so I'm going to probably swap that out. Because I think I just have the regular one in my deck. So I'll swap out the Showcase. Got a regular one. I think that's the one I have without foil. We got two of those. We got the Saga, Winter Night Stories in the Showcase. Flamehold Grappler. We did get a Draco Genesis, which is great. Warden of the Grove, the Hydra. Got a full art enchantment. Fanekeeper's Familiar. Dragonclaw Strike. The Battle Crier is also very good. Here's the other Dragonback Assault. Got two of those. Got some of the lands. Unfortunately, not the one that we needed for Ugin, but there is the boy. I'll put him front and center. Fancy Land, Nature's Rhythm. I need to make sure I've got one. I'm just kind of spread them out here. I think we did okay. We got the Ugin. That's the important bit. That's the important bit. So yeah, that's what we got, chat. What do we think? Who's excited to play some more? I was trying to think what else I would build like in Arena to mess around with, but I just like Commander so much. It's hard to. I guess it would be Brawl decks as we keep getting cards unlocked and as I keep drafting. But yeah, at least we got the boy. So that's what I got. All right, and that's all I have planned for today, if I'm honest. I know we didn't quite make it to the end of the new, like, long time slot here, but that's what I've got planned. So thank you, everyone, for joining us for some Magic. Tomorrow we'll be back with some painting. It'll probably be Conquest. I think I want to work on the Tengu tomorrow, so I think we'll do that. And then Wednesday we're going to play Blueprints, which is a roguelike puzzle game, and I'm excited to check it out. So if you guys want to follow along, if you guys want stream updates, you want to share what you're working on, or if you want to come play some Magic or talk Magic, we have our Discord. Nikki After Dark, that's right. If you want to come talk Magic or minis or video games, anything, we've got our Discord. That's where we're hanging out in between streams. YouTube, for all the stuff we've done in the past, all my VODs are going up there. And then my socials, I've been more active over on Blue Sky, and I've got to get my TikTok updated. It's just been a lot of work, so I haven't yet. So I'm going to look to see who is on, who we can read over to. But thank you, everyone, for all the support. Thanks for hanging out today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.